Target. Please check him out, artofsport.com. Bringing you our next guest of the night. He is friend of the show, an in-studio regular. He's a Tampa Bay Rays prospect. Chris Betts. What's up, Betts?
Fuck you. I got screwed. I got shafted.
You got literally every question wrong.
Yeah.
every single one.
I got absolutely shafted.
How? You had a 50% chance of getting 9 or 12 questions or whatever was right.
So on my drive home, I was thinking about it, and I just came to the conclusion that those questions you asked me, there's nowhere on the internet where they're proven right or wrong. So I think you and Skip just put a pack of White Claws in front of me,
right,
and changed the answers on the fly, and you set me up for failure. So I think, I was at Target today, and I saw the Art of Sport display, and just out of principle, I didn't buy one because of you. So I just want to know that.
Wow.
I'm actually hurting Art of Sport right now by having you on. Yeah, I mean, hey, I get it. I didn't think you would think that Skip had a brother named Chip.
It made so much sense, dude. Like, the parents would have been in the Hall of Fame for something if they named their kids Skip and Chip.
Betts, where are you on the Tampa Bay Rays prospect report? Like, you've had some injuries. We know that. Where are you? Are you ranked? Like, are you top 50?
Yeah, I'm top 50, I think. I don't know. I try not to read those things.
Yeah. I imagine it's like motocrossers reading, like, us ranking them or whatever, right?
Yeah, like imagine after a race or a bad year, I just kind of sat there in front of Adam. I was like, "Oh, bro, Racer X is saying this about you. What do you think?" Like, I don't think it'd go well.
In terms of catcher depth chart, like how many people are ahead of you?
Well, statistically, probably up to 7 or 8, just out of the bodies from AA to AAA. But in terms of prospects, I got one guy in front of me that is really, really good. And I think him and I share a lot of the same traits and values. He just hasn't been hurt for the first 3 years of his career like I was. So I think I'm sitting good, and I like the organization I'm with. I think I've got a good path, and I definitely want to get to the big leagues with the Rays. That's for sure.
Oh, how about him be going politically correct right there?
I know.
For the first time ever.
Instead of being like, can you trade me to a team with no catcher? I'd like to be there instead.
The difference is I'm drinking Dasani right now, not White Claw.
Wow.
Okay. Before we get into some baseball talk, which may alienate and anger some of our listeners, but Kellen and I are baseball guys.
We're 4 hours in.
Does AC win 17 motos this year, Kellen, or you think all 18?
You're asking me, or you're asking?
I'm sorry, Betts.
Okay.
Sorry.
How many motos are there?
There's 18.
Yeah, I mean 8. That's everyone that he lines up for. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just checking.
And I want to see if there's any way that I could get, like immunity to where I could just pick him every week. Like I don't have the all-star break every week, or I can at least just pick him every week.
Break the system.
Betts.
Give me Adam, and give Dylan Eli. And I'll score better than him.
I'll send you my Venmo. We can work something out.
All right, there we go. There we
I
go.
tried that for the raffle. It didn't work.
Yeah, this is different.
Yeah, you did. You were all in on the raffle. You were.
I think I was up to like $500 for the bike.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
See what kind of integrity I have?
So, you know what Betts is all about now? He's all about Groms.
Oh,
A lot of Grom questions.
Grom life.
Wow.
Yes, he's Grom life.
Keeper would be proud.
He is. He's got a lot of Grom questions. I don't know what's going on, Betts, but
I have been talking to Kiefer quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
Cannot deny that.
Yeah, Groms, dude. Hey, so let's talk some baseball. I mean, Marks has been waiting all show.
Yeah,
for this.
he is.
Thrilling stuff. Thrilling stuff here.
Are they gonna make it? Like, what do you think?
Oh, dude, I don't know. What I was thinking about today is those. If anyone's there that can correct me, please do it. But as far as I'm concerned, if you get COVID and then you take a test like 12 hours later, it shows up. There's no super long incubation period, is there, where you can spread it but not test positive, because they're getting tested every day.
I believe there is, but dude, I don't know. It's a lot of misinformation out there, right? But I believe that you can be carrier of it and test negative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is totally fucked. But
yeah, so that's where I'm just sitting here at home. And you know what's crazy is, like, I went to the grocery store today. I went to the gym, and those guys are living full lockdown, and a couple people mess it up, and all of a sudden there's 18 guys that have the positive check mark. So who knows? I think I think that they can get through it, but my biggest worry is what happens if some jackass gets it during the playoffs? You can't just delay the playoffs. You can't delay a division series.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, because they keep saying we got to be done by November or whatever it is. Like,
And honestly, as long as the NHL keeps going and I can just keep winning money on the NHL, I'm happy. That's it. That's all I care about.
Kellen, I didn't mind your tweet the other day where you said, look, if it's proven that your team is gone out and been irresponsible, you just forfeit those games. And
because
you lose the games.
We're already to the point where, like, we're losing whole weeks of this for some teams. Like, they're going to have to make up, like, several double headers on
the Phillies have played, like, 4 games.
Yeah, and the Marlins have played 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, they screwed themselves, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They got to hold each other accountable on some level.
So you would give the wins to the teams they were supposed to play. Yeah. I don't mind that.
I'm all for that, but Kellen, I think that what they might do is go off a win percentage. So how pissed are you if you get excluded from the playoffs and you've got 12 more wins than, say, the Marlins, and the Marlins just have a slightly better winning percentage?
Well, at this point, the Marlins are still, I think, like in the lead of their division or something because they're 2-1.
Yeah.
So
it's absurd.
It's completely ridiculous, and
I just don't understand how. I don't know if you saw what the Red Sox did, but they didn't use their home clubhouse. They used the suites for their players for summer camp. I don't know if they're still doing it.
Okay.
But even in the big league locker rooms, they're spacious and all, but the guy sitting next to you is 3 feet away in an office chair.
Yep.
So it's hard. If one person has it and, like you said, doesn't test positive that morning, I mean, who the fuck knows?
And the visiting clubhouse guy got it for the Marlins, and then he went to the Phillies and was hanging out with his buddies.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And it's just like, you're fucked. Like, yeah.
Well, it's little things you don't think about, like usually I could go walk in and say what's up to a buddy on the other team in the stadium gym and mingle for 30 minutes before batting practice. And now guys are not even talking to their own teammates, and it's absurd. It's crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, it is. But to be clear, like, they couldn't have done this in a bubble. Like, there was too many teams, too many games. You can't do it.
There's no way.
They're getting hammered on Twitter by people who are like, oh, look at the NHL, look at the NBA. They couldn't have done it. It wasn't possible.
So my thing with the bubble, and I was just having this conversation at dinner, was the bubble is impossible for baseball because of 2 things. Number one, those rosters and the necessary people that you need to travel are massive. It's like 58 people a team. So you find me somewhere that can accommodate in one hotel area that many people at, like, the major league standard where the union would agree to it. That'd be tough. And then on top of that, hockey and basketball, you can have four ice rinks. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
You can have 4 ice rinks and play 5 games a day on each, and the ice is going to be fine. But with a baseball field, if you go to Angel Stadium, and with the Angel Stadium's groundskeepers, who are the best in the business, if you put 4 Major League 9-inning games on that field, by the 4th game, when Mike Trout hits a 100-mile-an-hour ground ball and it bounces up in the second baseman's face because the dirt's integrity's gone, it's like we're putting Mike Trout out there on a track in the 20th lap of the main event. It's just like, you don't want to do that.
Right.
You can't keep the fields in shape. And then the places where they wanted to do the bubbles are the spring training facilities where if it's not 100 degrees, it's a hot spot for COVID. So you're kind of pigeonholed.
Yeah. How about we're in a group text with Kellen, myself, JT, and Chris here. And Chris's question about, could you take a bone stock bike and hit the whoops? These are the questions that we get.
It really is a wild group text.
Right. These are the questions. And I sent a photo of a shift against Cabrera, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Hey, how about...
Dude, I saw that shift and I lost it. That's the most genius shift I've ever seen.
It is. It's brilliant because there's no way that Mickey would have laid down a bunt there. There's just he just wouldn't do it.
No, because as long as the ball is still rolling, he's out.
Yeah, because he runs at 1 mile per hour.
I've heard of no doubles defense where you play the outfield back. Yeah. That's no singles defense. You just put all the infielders in the outfield, so there's no chance a ball can land out there.
It's crazy. Did you see Mike Soroka tonight? He tore his Achilles.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
My Adam and I's Fox guy, Austin Hoover, he's a huge Braves fan. So every time something good or bad happens, I text him, and I've been texting him a lot of good shit because I called Dansby Swanson. I think he's going to win the MVP in the shortened season, and he's torn it up.
Yep.
So I texted him today. I said, "Bro, Soroka," and he said, "Hit me with it. I'm working." And I had to tell the guy that he
no.
He's Canadian too, by the way.
Yeah.
Soroka.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's Canadian.
How about?
Oh, wow, I like.
I was gonna say, how about Yoenis Cespedes just disappearing yesterday? Saying, "Screw you, Mets. I'm done."
We can't find him.
Yeah.
He's gone, and then I'm just out of here.
Yep.
Just that's it.
Yeah, how does that happen? How has anything? You got anything even remotely like that in moto?
Yeah, Wyndham retired after practice at Anaheim one time.
But he was there.
He was there.
Found him and
he
knew where
was there.
was.
But after the second practice, he said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
Did he tell the team?
Yes, he did tell the team. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess you're right. Yes.
We had one where we had a day game after a night game, and generally so we're doing the national anthem, and one of our pitchers in the minor leagues, for us, we have two pitchers that sit in street clothes in the stands on their off day, and they keep a chart of all the shit that the TrackMan already charts, the computers, but they make our guys do it too. So they're sitting up there.
Well, that's because the Astros are lying, though. Remember the Astros minor league stuff? Yeah, right.
So yeah, exactly. So our guys, one of our pitchers who's supposed to be up there isn't in the clubhouse.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he's a pitcher. The starting pitcher usually doesn't show up till 4:30 anyway, so I'm not really thinking anything of it. And it's a 1:00 game, so 12:15 I head to the cage, get some swings in, and then 12:30 I'm warming up the pitcher, and boom, the national anthem's going. And our players' parking lot and our clubhouse is in left center field, and so are the flagpoles. And so I'm standing at home plate with the umpires, and we're doing the national anthem, and up pops this head at the staircase underneath the flagpole, and it's the fucking pitcher that no one had talked to all day that was totally missing, just slept through all of his alarms, but instead of waiting for the national anthem to end, he just walked into the stadium where every single person in the whole stadium could see him. He had headphones in, so he didn't know the national anthem was going, and he was just walking down the concourse, and we all just stared at him. But that's the closest thing I got.
Well, how'd he pitch that day?
Oh, he was in the stands, dude. He was straight.
Yeah, he was one of the
charters.
charters.
I thought he was coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the charter guys.
I thought he was coming right down to the mound to start his warm-ups or something.
No, outside of that, we got the couple guys that have been late for the bus, and they come screaming in their Tahoes to the parking lot as the bus is leaving. But outside of that, I ain't got nothing like Cespedes quitting in the middle of the season.
No, that was pretty good. That was pretty epic. Especially opting out. Especially because they said he was on track to earn $6.4 million of his $7 million with incentives, and he would have got whatever the prorated was. He was doing fine that way. It would have been a really good year for him that way. I guess you don't care when you're that loaded or whatever.
But from what I've heard is if you have a family member with a pre-existing condition, you can opt out and still get paid, right?
Oh, I thought you just got paid a little bit.
But I thought Cespedes left because the Mets is a shit show.
No, he left because his mom. He said his mom is sick or whatever.
So that's what I heard is if you can prove a pre-existing condition or maybe someone close to you, I don't know how far it reaches. So maybe he just pulled this stunt and still walks out with some money, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm all for players getting paid.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. That's a pretty strong move for sure. Okay, so how accurate, Betts, is the strike zone on TV? On the games.
Dude, I've been sitting here watching these games, begging these big league catchers to cool it with the pitch framing because they're gonna fuck it up and lose the strike zone before I even get to go there. That's how good catchers are now.
Right.
And what you're seeing is legit. Just watch the reactions of the hitters. You're never gonna see those balls that you're talking about. You're never gonna see a hitter be like, "Oh yeah, bet that was a strike."
Okay, because I'm more going the other way. I'm watching this on TV, and I cannot believe some of these pitches that are being called strikes by the umps. According to this,
Angel Hernandez.
According to the square on the TV,
it's pretty legit.
Really? Okay. So the square.
That's what I'm saying is catcher's framing is that good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm I get it. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the box was not legit.
No. The box is
got it. Okay.
Kellen's guy Hedges is out of this fucking world. He is so good at that shit.
But okay,
he's in the.
These umps need to be fucking fired. Some of these pitches. I'm seeing that the Jays are getting screwed on. Of course, all the time. Only my team gets screwed on. The other team doesn't.
That's the only game you watch.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just these guys are unbelievably bad. unbelievably bad.
I'll tell you what. I could put you. I could show you strikes and balls with you standing in front of home plate, and you'd be like, yeah, no shit. Like, no shit, that's a ball.
Right.
What are we doing this for?
Right.
And then I'd put you in the slot. So the slot is, if you've noticed, the umpire's always in between the hitter and the catcher. So he's always on the inside part of the plate for the hitter.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll put you. If I put you in the slot behind me, and I start framing balls at the bottom of the zone, I guarantee you're going to be sitting there like, well, yeah, fuck yeah, it's a strike, and the ball's
really?
like an inch off the ground. Yeah.
Well, one
From
of the
that
things,
angle, it's hard.
One of the things that's impressed me the most, though, about that is the high curveball strikes. I can't believe umps can get that right sometimes because it looks like they're coming in from like your head.
Yeah.
And it clips the zone on the way down, and you're like, man, that looked like it was eye level, and the ump still called it a strike, and it was right, but it's like, wow.
ESPN will show you the path, the flight path, right? And you're like, oh, it did get the zone. Yeah.
That's hard because for me as a catcher, I catch those and I always want them. They always feel like a strike as a catcher.
Yeah.
And then a curveball, that same pitch as a hitter, bro, never feels like a strike because it comes out of the pitcher's hand. And it's just never in the zone until the last second.
Yeah, you're like, how am I going to, like, I'm never, like, it's not in the zone. I'm not swinging at that, right? And then also,
you feel like you have to swing it like a piñata to hit it. As a catcher, it feels like a strike the whole way. The one that I will go to the grave of, I will always argue this one is, like I told you, the umpire's set up on the inside part of the plate. So if it's like 2-0 or 3-0 and they throw a fastball in, and I think it's off the plate in, my go-to line is, you're standing fucking right there. How did you miss it?
I didn't miss that.
Like, it is right in front of you. And for some reason, I haven't gotten ran on that one yet. I haven't gotten thrown out of a game on that line, but that's like my go-to. That's just, if you want to get me upset or excited, get with me on those.
All right, Betts, I have a hypothetical for
Marks,
you.
how are you handling this? Everything good?
I love it.
Over it.
Yeah,
Marks, you good?
This is good stuff.
Talon?
Yeah, I just want to hear the motocross stuff.
All right, hypothetical though,
Fuck you
Betts.
guys.
Would you prefer to catch like an R.A. Dickey, Tim Wakefield, or Aroldis Chapman? Like hard knuckleballs to catch.
Well, first of all,
I don't even need the preface.
Okay.
Well, first off, Steve, tell the listeners, Steve, tell them Wakefield, R.A. Dickey.
Yeah, dude, I could fucking knock that shit out of the park. Like,
Really?
knock it out of the park.
You think you could hit a knuckleball?
100%, dude. They're fucking so slow.
Oh
They're
my
coming right in
God.
there, no problem.
Oh my god.
I could take one of those guys deep.
This is where I'm going to prove you wrong. Oh my God, that's me. I would catch a Aroldis Chapman without a cup before I had to catch an established big league knuckleball pitcher.
Dude, are there any knucklers left?
No, not right now.
Right? Yeah.
But let me tell you this: like Aroldis Chapman with his 105-mile-an-hour fastball could hit a gnat on a bull's fucking ass. Like, he knows where it's going.
Yeah, but his slider, that's what I would be concerned about, is like you're catching his slider, which is erratic.
Yeah.
Or his fastball, which is pinpoint.
Well, and then why does he sweat so much?
I don't know.
Why does he sweat
it's hot
so much?
in New York in the summer?
Bro.
You live in Las Vegas.
I mean, is that an HGH issue or something? Why is he sweating so much?
I have no idea.
Okay, anyways.
I mean, dude.
So you're
HGH.
I'm taking Aroldis Chapman all day long.
Are you worried about your guy Aaron Hicks and his 188 right now?
No, bro. Aaron's got it figured out. He's dialed in. He knows exactly what he's doing.
What is Aaron Hicks doesn't matter when the Yankees are winning games like it's nobody's business.
It's his guy. Aaron Hicks is his guy.
That doesn't matter.
He's coming off an injury. He hit 188.
Huge.
Betts just
Huge
talked
Moto
about
fan too.
Betts just talked about Austin Hedges, who doesn't have a hit yet, but he's such a good defensive catcher that they keep putting him in the
He
game.
doesn't have a hit?
I'm pretty sure he still doesn't have a hit. He didn't have a hit through the first
God.
9 games or something like that.
Jesus. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
But yeah, no, Aaron will be all right.
All right, I'm just checking because the Yankees are fucking loaded.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I think the Yankees are going to be all right. They're going to be a decent team.
You think?
I just watched the game last night with Judge, 2 on, and like this fucking guy, he was an opener. Who are they playing? Oh, Red Sox. He was an opener, and he was trying to not go. He was trying to pitch around him, and Judge just reached out and poked it into the left field, like that was not even a strike. And Judge's like, yeah, that's good enough. Watch this, like fucking gone.
They're running different fuel with those baseballs, though. Those baseballs are absurd.
Oh, really? You think so? More so than usual?
No, not necessarily more, but
yeah, the last couple years, yes.
Compare a minor league ball to a big league ball, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
And you got at least 30 or 40 feet on them.
No, it's crazy. They cut into some last year. I read on the Ringer website, and it is a different ball. And Rawlings and the league are like, no, man. And they're like, we got balls. We cut them open. They're different, And
you can definitely tell when you hit them that they're 10 times different.
Right. Kellen, are we worried about Betts' development with the year off? Like, where are we at? Like, how a catcher is very, you need reps. You got to get behind the plate. He's been off with injury. Like, he's got the TJ stuff. He's coming off. Like, are we worried about Betts' development? You and I?
No. I mean, didn't he, Chris? Don't you have like a group of people that you're getting together with right now and catching? And you guys?
Yeah, the LA Times did an article on me, bro. Come on, get with the program.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Dude, I'm not coming off of TJ. That was 5 fucking years ago.
I thought it was like 2.
Coming off of TJ.
Hey, you're always coming off it. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah. Trust, every day I wake up, it feels like I've got
Hold
something
on.
in my elbow.
Wasn't it 3 years ago? For reals?
No, bro. I had Tommy John in 2015, and then 2017 I had to get the bone repaired.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was thinking 17. But
Yeah.
okay. I was getting your injuries mixed up. But like, I mean, what I don't understand is and this is probably a dumb question. This is you asking Moto about Groms, me asking you this. Like, why don't not Tampa Bay because they're broke and they're cheap, but why don't the Yankees, like, I get that you have, a 30-man squad?
Right now. Yeah.
And then you have your extra 8 guys somewhere, right? Stashed somewhere? And so you didn't make the cut for the 8. But why don't the Yankees or some team that is fucking loaded be like, look, man, we're fucking running these games. We're going to have games with our guys. Like, we're going to get 40 of our guys, and we're playing fucking realistic games, and here we go. Like, why can't they do that?
Well, they are doing it. So there's 30 guys on the big league team, and then there's 30 at another
there's 30?
facility.
I didn't know there was that many.
So they have a 60-man player pool. So basically,
no. That's open for anybody, though, to grab from.
What?
I mean, no, it's not. No, it's like only Yankees
each
players.
team has 60 players in their player pool.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a free agent list of players that'll fill in on any team. Some playing somewhere.
They have something like that, but I don't think that ever got off the ground.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So there is 30 other guys playing somewhere.
Right. Yes, they're playing like inter squads and practices and just drill work and stuff. So like the Angels is right down the street from my house.
So Betts didn't make even that list?
Oh no, dude, I didn't even make the 60.
Dude, he's still an A ball. There's
I know,
double A and triple A above him.
I understand. Kellen.
Basically, you're not going to that thing unless they're going to put you in the big leagues this year, and I do not think that was in the cards for me. I made it to the big leagues in motocross.
Are we worried about Betts' development, Kellen? This goes back to my question. I mean, are we? I know the LA Times did a story on him, but I don't know how that's going to help him.
I'm not worried, but I don't know the situation, I think, well enough. Like, I think there are probably people and pundits in the industry that are saying, like, oh, this is a year loss for a lot of these guys, but I'm not worried about it because I think that these guys all figure it out.
I feel like if you're a right fielder, big deal. You miss a year, big deal. You know what I mean? You're in the cage, you're hitting.
Yeah.
Big deal. But a catcher, that's huge.
Bro, it's like you can't say that because all my competition is missing a year too. So we're all kind of just doing the same shit. I got a tight program at home, dude. We're running a really tight ship right now.
I gotta get down there. We gotta do this fucking workout.
I just hired a new strength coach that just moved here from Florida. I have been drinking. But,
Why don't you get Sosha? Why don't you contact Sosha?
Bro,
he's a catcher. He's in Southern California. He's probably not doing anything.
I think he's not doing anything by choice. I think he's kind of good on that front.
All right, just saying. What's Piazza doing? Is he still living out there? You can get him.
I worked out with Piazza a little bit in high school.
Really?
Oh. Yeah. What do we got motocross stuff? Travis, we got like a dozen listeners right now, right?
They're dropping
What is
quick.
Facebook saying?
Dropping quick.
What is Facebook saying? Or YouTube?
It's all just I want to hear the motocross stuff.
I just want to hear the
Yeah,
motocross.
we wore the shirt tonight, Steve.
I don't care.
I mean, do you want me to be honest on
And
how
why-
many we've lost? We've lost. We've lost 30 listeners.
Oh, that's not so bad.
You gave up pulp hockey.
Yeah.
Start pulp baseball. Come on.
Wow. Listen, once Betts Betts can't throw me out at second, and once I hit a knuckleball,
When are we doing that?
And I hit a knuckleball deep, he'll realize that this is all for real.
Yeah, but who are you going to get to throw you a knuckleball?
Stadium. I could throw him one.
Betts said he can throw a knuckleball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, if I don't, which I don't think I will, but if I'm not playing this summer, like, let's get some correspondence going on over here. I'm pretty bored.
Okay. All right. We can do that.
See, perfect time.
By the way, I got a tip on a text that you used grill your ass off Ma Deuce tonight.
I did. Pookie texted you.
Oh. How did you know that?
She slid in my DMs, dog.
I got to watch her. She's slippery at that. What's your review on it?
Fucking love it.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
Really good. And you know what? It tastes that much better because it's just, I don't know. I just like it because the logo's good. The name's funny. It's just every time I pull it out, I laugh like hell. But it's really good. I used it a ton on chicken. That was the first time I used it on steak.
Ma Deuce is where it's at. Have you had some yet?
I haven't had any, no.
Do you grill?
My wife does.
Will she use it if I give you some?
She will.
All right,
She
I'll give
will.
you some seasoning then.
All right.
Grill your ass off.
Perfect.
Marks, have you been running it at all?
Yeah.
Strong,
I
right?
love it. Yeah,
It's strong.
It's amazing.
He doesn't even have to do a bullshit trivia contest to get it. You're just going to give it to him?
Well, yeah, it's just some seasoning, bro.
I earned
Hey,
it.
what I was thinking about this. So since everyone knows, courtesy of you, how much I signed for, and all of our salaries are
Yeah,
public,
1.47 million or something, right?
1.485. If like someone called in, if a writer called in and I was like, "Hey, bro, what'd you make before taxes?"
Oh, they don't. They'll never fucking tell you. Oh God, no.
Why?
I don't know, bro. I mean, they don't have a union putting their salaries out. I mean, I've talked to guys about it. I mean, you've talked to Adam about it, I'm sure.
Yeah, what did Adam make before taxes?
I don't know what his new deal is, but I think his deal this year was only like 475 or something, or 375. It wasn't that much. His gear money apparently was more.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's just team.
Yeah.
Okay,
His gear money was
yeah.
more, I believe. But his new deal probably is up there. He crushed it, right? So
And
no,
that second
no
spot
comment.
at Cowie's never really been a
no,
elite
they don't.
spot.
No, they don't. And I think he bet on himself.
Second spot.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we
sorry.
go.
Second
He's
spot.
ahead of Tomac. I forgot.
Second spot.
Thank you.
No, Betts, they don't really talk about it. I mean, off the record, I've talked to guys. I've been like, hey, what do you make? Do you make about 375? And they'll be like, yeah. You know what I mean? Because I got an idea.
A bunch of people, when Zacho and I were talking about travel money, hit me up on Twitter and were like, that was so rad you were talking about money with him. I'm like, what were we talking? I talked about money with him?
Yeah.
Apparently it was like totally uncharted territory. So.
Yeah, it is. These guys don't say much. I've gotten stuff off record, but yeah, on the record they won't say much. Especially Zacho too. Zacho's,
if you ever get Anderson on the phone while I'm there, I'll just make sure to ask him when he calls.
Yeah, please do. How about per diem money in the majors? What's that at, Betts? Do you know?
It used to be $300 a day. I believe.
Day, 300. But the clubhouse gives you breakfast and lunch, correct?
Yeah, and dinner.
But here's 300 a day, right?
Not breakfast, but then they dropped it because I think the union wanted better food at the stadiums. So then Major League Baseball was like, all right, bet. So they put state-of-the-art kitchens in the home clubhouse and the away clubhouse. So
Okay.
I think that per diem is way less now.
Oh, okay.
But at one point, it was $300 a day. So think about it this way: you go on a 12-day road trip, and you just get handed an envelope with $3,600.
Yeah.
This is why Weege chose baseball for his kids to excel in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're getting that kind of money as a per diem.
to just eat.
Yeah, just to eat.
Yeah.
For like $1,000, he can fly me out for 2 days, and I'll work with his kids on baseball.
He ain't
ain't not spending that much money.
There's no way he's gonna
No
spend that
way.
much money. And I guarantee you, there's players like that are like, "Hey, I'm gonna pocket all of this. Like, I'm not gonna spend $1 of this. I'm gonna put it away."
No,
like,
bro, they gamble that shit on the planes. That's the gambling money.
Oh, it's gambling money. Yeah.
Yeah, they play cards with that like it's nothing.
Well, Betts, like, if you want to come up to Vegas, a bunch of major leaguers live here. We can go try
Not
to find.
anymore. They're all playing.
No. Like Greg Maddox is here, and Tulowitzki's here, and
Tulowitzki's in Texas.
no, he's here. I think.
He's coaching for University of Texas.
Well, maybe he's there right now, but he lives here. He's got a house here. We'll go find Maddox. Can we find these guys and like we'll get him warm you up a
I'm
little
gonna be
bit?
finding Stu with bets though. We're finding Greg, finding Troy.
Right.
See, with no communication, if it was a true hunt down, which I could find out, I don't know if it would end as well as the Finding Stu video.
No.
Like, no one's in on it but us. That would be kind of sketchy.
Dude, what if we found Finding Maddox, and
Why can't we go find Pete Rose? Let's get him in studio.
But he's easy to find.
Yeah.
You just go to any local sports store.
nah, we
downtown Vegas.
we gotta get you like some reps. So we need a pitcher. So like I think Maddox lives here, and I think Phil Necro lives here. He throws a knuckle.
There you go.
God bless.
Got a knuckleballer.
I think God, a few of them live here. So like if we found Maddox, and hey Greg, like can we throw a few 90? Just 90. We don't need to fucking ramp it up. Throw some 90 heat.
Dude, I don't think he has 90 in him anymore.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, good point. He probably didn't have 90 in his prime.
I don't know if he could break a pane of glass right now.
Well, Betts, my whole point is we can find a pitcher here in Vegas. I'll hit, you catch,
I'm not putting on the gear for anything but a professional game. I just want that to be known.
Spoken like a
you're
true
not-
diva. Yeah.
You're not doing fucking suspension work for your buddies,
No,
Same
I'm not.
thing.
You're right. I'm not.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah. That was like years ago. Randy Johnson was at Supercrosses taking photos.
Yeah, he's a big photographer.
Yeah, he loves it and he loves moto, I guess, or whatever. So he was at the Supercross taking photos, and Jim Hawley was like, "Hey man, you still throw the baseball around at all? Anything like that?" And he was like, "Just no," and walked away. Like, and we were like, "Yeah, Jim." Like he doesn't. Like he's not just throwing to his kids like 95-mile-per-hour heaters.
Maybe he's trying to find the nearest bird to take out. Who knows?
Right.
Oh,
Like
you
literally.
didn't walk up to him. You didn't walk up to him and say, "I'm gonna jack your fastball out of the park, Randy."
No, I didn't. I would have. But literally,
Oh,
like
my God.
the strain of throwing what Randy Johnson threw on an elbow and a shoulder, like is like
Dude,
nothing.
it's absurd.
Right, and like he's not just doing it for fun, Holly. So
Yeah. Come
We
on,
all-
Grandpa Jim.
we always laughed at that. When's the last time you talked to AC? Has it been a while?
It's like 2 days ago.
How
what
we
were
feeling?
talking about? Oh, I put I put some Arma in a vodka soda because I felt like I needed to rehydrate, but I also wanted a drink.
Oh my
So
God.
we're
This is a
talking about
professional
that.
baseball
Oh,
player,
my
everybody.
God.
We were talking about that. Yep, that's about it.
That's about it. All right, I haven't talked to him for a while, so I don't know what's going
He's
on.
on the
with him.
show
He's
last time.
grinding.
wasn't he?
He's getting ready to fucking win.
Was he on a couple weeks ago?
With
That's the last time.
Starlight? Wasn't
That's the
he?
last time I talked to him. Then, yeah, a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. But that's show Adam.
Yeah.
That's not like text Adam.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, Betts. Well, I think have we lost it? We want to keep going. We want to lose all our listeners.
I mean, you could transition to some quads or politics while you're at
Right,
it.
Betts. When are you coming up here? We tried to get you to come up with
Yeah,
Kellen
I-
here, but yeah.
I was all in for Kellen. I just had something going on this week.
Fucking
What are
Padres.
the next guests?
Well, what about Tony Gwynn? You guys want to hash it out here, or
You don't
Oh,
want to
I
do that
think
in
like-
studio?
I mean, dude, the more I thought about it, like, I just kind of said Tony Gwynn's overrated just for sake of arguing, and then found out you're a diehard Padres fan, and I'm like, well, fuck me. Like,
No chance.
I'm kind of screwed here. 394 is a great beer.
Oh, it's awesome.
that's Kellen's guy. I mean, you can't shit on Tony Gwynn.
Surprisingly, it's not my favorite player of all time, but
Oh.
I do love
who
Tony
is?
Gwynn. Griffey.
Terribly overrated.
Terribly overrated.
I'm
Ken
kidding.
Griffey Jr.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was pre-recorded response.
Underrated Tony Gwynn stuff is that he used to steal bases
Yeah,
dude, he
and
used
then
to be-
ended his.
pretty
Yeah.
quick.
He fattened up
He
in the
ended his
90s.
career
Man.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was pretty
no,
good.
I know.
He was pretty good when he was lighter.
No, I know.
He had a boiler at the end.
He did,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did.
Puckett did too.
Yeah.
Him and
Yeah, he
Kirby,
did.
they were
God,
awesome.
Pour
yeah.
one out.
Yeah, both gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kirby's gone too.
crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, Betts. Yeah, we got to get you in studio at some point here.
Yeah, let me know who's coming in, and
Right.
I'll just pick and choose.
We'll do some trivia. We'll drink some White Claws.
The usual.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Marks. I'm sorry for ruining your show, bro.
No, you're good. Yeah, we're
Ruining
golden.
your
I
show.
think I texted you happy birthday, so I should be all right for
Yeah,
this
you
one.
did.
Yeah.
I
No,
appre- I
listen.
Okay,
appreciate it.
cool.
Kellen's the only guy, like literally outside of you, of course, that I can talk baseball with because no one moto guy ever likes baseball.
I
Like,
do pay attention a little bit, just to like
Hampshire?
the important stuff.
do you feel like Hampshire
Yeah.
is into baseball though? Like I know he used to pitch. I know, but does he follow it now?
I don't know. Maybe if he doesn't follow it, he'd still give you some good stories. I mean, he was a good
Yeah,
player.
bro. Throw the whole industry in the baseball group text. JT knows baseball. He chimes in every once in a while.
Yeah, I just meant more like I don't feel like JT knows baseball. Like
He
Kellen
doesn't give a
does.
shit.
No,
he doesn't
no,
give a
no,
shit.
no. But what are your thoughts on the Jays early on?
Vladdy is pretty overweight, but he's in the big leagues and I'm not, so who am I to say anything?
I'm so mad at Vladdy. I'm so pissed at Vlad, and I think the team is too. Because the team said he's a third baseman, he's a third baseman, he's a third baseman, blah, blah, blah. Even though he was by far the worst-ranked defensive third baseman last year, they said he'll learn it. But he shows up at the summer camp, and within 2 days, they're like, yeah, he's in first. Like, I think they were like, fuck you, Vladdy. Like, you're going to first.
Yeah.
He reminds me of, he's like a right-handed Prince Fielder. Like I feel like he's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger, and he'll just be a
Dude,
DH
I
before
don't.
long.
You know how? I mean,
He hit
God
400 in AAA.
I'm sure Prince Fielder did too.
I doubt it. I don't
mean,
think. I don't.
Prince Fielder was a
But-
pretty good player.
Prince Fielder was always that big. It's hard to grow to be that big and still figure it out.
Yeah, they have when Cecil played for the Jays.
Oh my God.
Maybe they had. Maybe it wasn't the Jays. Maybe it was older.
Tigers.
Tigers. Yeah, maybe when it was on Tigers, they have Prince on the field, and he's that big. Yeah, he's jacking balls out at like 10 years old. And
I'm
he's
just
big.
saying that Vladdy, he's young and he's already the size he is. He's not gonna like thin up next year and be a good third baseman.
I swear to God, between the real spring training and the summer camp, he put 30 pounds on.
Probably.
30
Yeah,
pounds.
at least. Absolutely. When
Yeah.
you sent me the picture of him swinging or you told me about it and I turned the game on,
Yeah.
I could not believe what I was seeing.
And the media is dancing around it, and I hate that about the. Like, if it was me, if it was Steve Mathis at Pulp Baseball, I'd be like, dude, he's too big. He's put
Well,
weight.
you're an American journalist now. The Canadian journalists are nice.
I guess, dude, but they are fucking. Well, the team owns the major media company there, so that's a bit of a
they
problem
really?
too. Yeah, Sportsnet is owned by
Is
Rogers.
that allowed?
Only in Canada, it was like literally grandfathered in for them.
What's
That
up with
was
the
it.
Jays' interest in just a bunch of old Major League Hall of Famers as kids?
Yeah, well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, bro.
I guess, but
They had
the
him-
whole infield was.
the whole infield
yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Honestly, I would be, if I was the Jays, I'd be disgusted with Vladdy at all the money they paid him and everything else, and he just can't even. Like,
Wait. They didn't pay him a ton of money.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, what was his signing bonus?
Well, I believe it was 1.4
Okay, that's not a ton of money.
Yeah, no,
for a kid.
Bro, the reason they pay that much for the draft and international signing guys is because it doesn't mean anything.
He was international. Yeah, he wasn't in the draft.
I'll just
A-
say
a
I'm
lot-
happy with
a-
Tatis.
What?
I'm happy
Tatis
that
is
we
great.
Oh,
ended
really?
with
You're happy with
Tatis.
Tatis? Oh, great. Well, what about
Hey,
Machado?
Machado's my dog.
He's a good third baseman. that's all I'll
Machado,
say.
that's not a good signing. That is not going to age well.
I didn't like it either,
Yes,
but
it is.
No, it's not.
$300 million
Yeah, it
I
is.
think was too much for him. I would have waited for Nolan.
How do we feel about the
Nah.
100? How do we feel about the 100% glasses making into baseball here? Bets?
Bro, they my agency kind of that's all the guys that started wearing them are all with MVP Sports Group, and they're all a bunch of Latin guys and high profile. Like I think they killed it. I just don't really care for the.
What do you?
the
I,
look.
I don't like the look either. What do you
I'd
think? What do you think?
rather-
100%
I'd rather
is
wear the
paying him.
cycling.
What is 100% paying him? Do you think?
Equipment deals in baseball are weird. I don't know. It could be. I mean, I could find out. I'll find out.
Is it 100?
I'll find out and I'll text the group text.
Is it 100?
Dude, I genuinely I don't know. I know there's some backup catchers in the big leagues getting paid like $30,000 from Nike
Really?
to wear their gear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, like, so are those guys already making more money than anybody in moto goggles?
Probably, but also
100's
no,
about
not anyone.
100, 150 for moto for Tomac.
But I'm
guys.
saying 100% goggles, which is
Oh.
usually what Star,
yeah,
Geico,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
The
you
top.
think that if AC wore 100%, he wouldn't be making more in 100% moto goggles than like Tatis would be making in sunglasses?
No, it's
'Cause
about.
I don't believe that.
No, it's about 150 top level for goggles.
For
Because
fucking
you think
goggles
about
now.
Think about this though. I mean, how many day games are they playing? 20. And generally, your superstar guys, if they have an off day, it's going to be built into a day game.
You lost me, Bets. I don't know what you're talking about. but-
He's saying that they would be wearing the sunglasses in the day game, so that's built into the deal of how many day games there will be.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
so you're gonna wear the glasses
and-
20 times?
Yeah.
is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, your superstars, if you want to give your superstar a day off, it's going to be built in to be on a day game.
Well,
so they don't
okay,
have
so
to play a
you're
night
saying
game.
will you find out for us?
I will. I got you, but I can't say it up here.
Oh, all of a sudden you're politically correct, Chris Betts. Okay, got it.
It's not my deal.
YouTube comment right now, quote unquote, my erection is fully gone.
Good.
I don't know what
Good.
that means.
We don't do that here, so you're
No.
fine.
This isn't Keeper After Dark.
Yeah, this isn't Keeper After Dark.
my ass.
And he had an erection for the motorbike, the mountain bike conversation before I got on the line.
Weight loss?
Weight loss,
I mean, my
mountain
God.
bikes, baseball. Hell of a show, everybody. Hell of a show. All right, Betts, we'll let you go. But, yeah, let us know on that on that number for Machado. And also go Jays go.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a text. You got to stop saying jacking it out of the park. No one says that.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No one says that.
Listen, Betts, worry about your fucking development, okay? Don't worry about what I'm saying. Worry about your development, because I am. Because I sure am.
All right. I'll send you a picture tomorrow morning of me grinding in the gym.
Oh, yeah, grinding. Right. All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a
See
good
you
one.
later. Art of Sport bringing you Chris Betts. Just a beauty. Even if you hate baseball, just a beauty. Just a beauty.
I was really hoping he'd have more White Claws by now.
No, he was
He's drinking Dasani.
playing it safe tonight.